Okay, hello you beautiful people. Welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Internet Computer's price chart and see what is going on in the short term. And a spoiler alert, I think what we talked about in the previous video is kind of playing out. But before we get into all that, we are going to, at the beginning, talk about something that has been making rounds on Take Twitter lately. Because, as you can see, according to this person, recently there were some serious issues with Firebase, not necessarily a bug, not a hack, just let's say simple bad configuration, like really bad. And here is what really happened. You see, Firebase lets you store data in the cloud, right? For example, Firestore, storage, all that good stuff, they are all safe in the cloud. But if you don't set your security rules properly, like for example, if you leave them wide open, then anybody, and I really mean it, anybody with the right URL can read or even potentially, unfortunately, overwrite your data. No login, no authentication, no nothing, just straight up access. And we are not talking about a few test records here, we are talking millions of users entries, real people, real information just sitting there absolutely exposed, which is really not ideal. Now, this isn't actually the first time that Firebase has been caught in the spotlight for this, but what does actually make this time a bit different is how it ties into a bigger conversation, especially when it comes to artificial intelligence starting to write code. And this leads me to Dominic Williams' tweet, which, in case that you are a new viewer of the channel, because these days about, I think, according to the statistics, 85% of you who are watching the videos are absolutely new viewers. So, this is a bit of a surprise for me. So, in case that you don't know what is going on, he is the founder of Divinity, the team behind Internet Computer Protocol, or known as ICP. And he saw the tweet and basically said, ouch. But he didn't actually stop there. No, he pointed out two very important things that should make any developer or anybody building with artificial intelligence stop and think. Number one, if artificial intelligence is writing your backend logic, then okay, you need guarantees that it simply cannot accidentally wipe out or corrupt your data. Because let's be honest, AI doesn't always write the perfect code. And if there is no human in the loop, then okay, there is no one to catch the mistake before it goes live. Number two, the software stack itself also needs to be tamper-proof, and we are talking, for example, like cryptographically locked down, because if you are letting machines deploy code and there is no human safety net, then the infrastructure better be bulletproof. And he even name dropped a couple of platforms, which we are not going to talk about them right now, but just know this, both of them sort of kind of heavily rely on Firebase. And his point, these platforms are only as secure as their weakest configuration file, and if AI is pushing code to production, that is rightfully so a pretty risky setup. So now that we have seen the risk, especially when AI starts to write backend code, we need to talk about how ICP and Caffeine AI actually solve them, not in theory, but in practice. And let's start with the foundation, which is tamper-proof execution. You see, on ICP, smart contracts, and in this case called canisters, are not just deployed and forgotten. No, once they go live, their bytecode and state changes are cryptographically logged into the blockchain, and that means no rogue admin, no stinky override. And if you want to operate a canister, you absolutely can, but you have to go through governance, and that means community has to approve it. No silent edits, no backdoors. Next up, we have to talk about data integrity and recovery, because this is where ICP really separates itself. You see, your application's state isn't sitting on one server in here. No, it is shared and also replicated across a decentralized subnet. So even if an AI generated update is going to break something, no worries, you are not going to be stuck in this scenario. You can actually roll back to previous checkpoint with no need for manual backups or praying that you didn't forget a CLI command. It is all baked into the protocol, which is awesome. Then there's also the trust model. You see, ICP uses something called chain key technology, which basically lets canisters talk to each other without relying on a centralized API or vendor specific runtimes, and every single interaction, meaning every call and also every state change, is verifiable by anybody on the network. So if something shady is going on, it's not going to be just visible, it is also going to be absolutely provable. So what's the takeaway here? You see, in my opinion, ICP plus Caffeine AI is going to be a huge game changer because it is tamper proof, scalable, and built for autonomous systems. And if you believe AI generated applications are the future, then okay, ICP isn't just relevant in here, it is absolutely essential. And this is one very important reason for why am I so bullish on internet computer, and why, in my view at least, AI plus blockchain is absolutely a match made in heaven. So in terms of fundamentals, definitely great stuff going on in here, and you can clearly see the advantage of ICP plus Caffeine over Firebase, which recently, well, sort of kind of, let's not even say got hacked, let's just say got into some serious trouble. Now let's flip over to the chart and see if the market is starting to price all of these in, and in my opinion, probably in the short term, not yet. Why is that? You see, if you remember, the last time that we talked about internet computer, we were around this area, and the idea was that there is a chance that we're gonna see like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since in terms of Helios waves, if you want to be optimistic, you have to be able to find off of the lowest low a 5-wave impulsive structure up. Well, okay, this might be a bit of a bullish sign, no arguments there. However, there is a very important reason for why, even if you see this thing, you need to be a bit patient and careful, and that is because in this area from here to about the lowest low, you are actually not able to find an impulse. Why? Because your best shot at finding a 5-wave in here is if you say, look, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, there is a major problem in this area because wave 3 is clearly the smallest wave, and that, my friends, unfortunately is a no-no in Helios waves. So we said odds are, even if we get a 5-wave, maybe an impulse or maybe some sort of a diagonal, you need to be a bit patient and careful because that 5-wave might be into the C leg of an ABC flat, which the beginning of it may have been right around this point and not the lowest low. So what happened? As you can see, we did continue our move up a little bit, but then we got, I'm gonna say, probably a rather strong move on the downside. And let's just hide everything. As you can see, yep, in this phase up in ICP, we did actually take this important high. However, as you can see, we are constantly having in this region overlapping of the waves. So what is going on in here? In my view, you need to pay attention to 3 very important things. Number 1, there's actually a chance that in this area, we are having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave impulsive structure, followed by, this is the key, pay attention, most likely a correction on the upside. Why? Because let me ask you this, how exactly are you able to find from this point to about the highs an impulse? Finding it is like very challenging, and probably in this area we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a correction for wave B, and quite a clear beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up into our ceiling. So what do you have in here? Maybe 5-wave down, most likely a correction up. Well, this might be a bit of a bearish setup in internet computer, suggesting our move down is going to continue a bit more, and in it we are going to probably take the lows down here for the first target, about 4.6 cents, but we may end up going quite a bit lower than that. And in fact, this might be some sort of a diagonal structure, probably I'm gonna say an ending diagonal, and this can be, I don't know actually, maybe to about this point, your wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then ABC up into wave 3, correction for 4, and another ABC on the upside to around this high into wave 5, completing this ABC expanded flat. So in like very short term, especially I would say, since in here finding an impulse is a bit of a challenge, and also this seems to be quite a strong move down. I'm not necessarily identifying optimistic signs, suggesting probably our move down is going to continue a little bit. And what is happening in H4 time frame? Let's zoom out a little bit more. You see, we talked about this subject before. As long as in internet computer we are not taking this important slope down here about $4.3, I would like to remain optimistic and call this structure of an impulse, hopefully into a larger degree wave 1, followed by a correction for wave 2. And if this scenario is happening soon, probably I'm going to say in the next couple of weeks, in internet computer we can expect a fantastic strong move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And why is that? Because in terms of Helios waves, wave 3 is known to be quite a strong and sharp move on the upside. So again, let me repeat that. As long as we are not taking the loss, any kind of move down in internet computer, in my view, should just simply be interpreted as a temporary setback in hope that we get yet another big phase up. And here's a question for you. What if we do go down and we do end up taking all the lows, and the lowest one is down here about $4.2? Well, believe it or not, I actually recently put some orders under here. So even if we go lower, in my view, that is going to be a fantastic long opportunity. Why is that? You see, let's not even talk about the concept of altcoin season. Let's just say maybe in the next couple of months in internet computer, we are going to get a bounce back like this, and we are going to at least reach to about the highs. Well, okay, in that scenario, if you want to go long in ICP, somewhere around, I don't know, for the sake of the numbers rounding up, let's say $4, then what is going to be your target? If you want to put your target around the $20 area, that means you are having about, a $16 target. On the other hand, though, what is going to be your stop loss? If you want to be extremely safe, okay, you can actually put your stop under the lowest low down here around $2.5. So essentially, you are having a $1.5 target, but on the other hand, a 16, let's say even $15 stop, meaning your risk to reward ratio is what? I think I'm right to say 1 to 10, which is fantastic. And if we're going to go to about this area for the first target in the next phase up, then okay, this is going to be like at least a 4-5x move on the upside. And from my POV, that is like more than enough. I know in the crypto space, people are chasing 10, 20, even 100x moves on the upside. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really understand that, but I do see a lot of people talking about those types of gains. But for someone like me who has spent most of his life on traditional markets, well, having those kinds of profits are definitely nice. However, I would like to be realistic and just be okay with a 4-5x move up, and even that is kind of huge in my view. So overall, one way or the other, I am extremely optimistic in internet computer. I do believe by the end of this cycle, we are going to have an altcoin season, and based on all the fundamentals and technicals and the fact that in the mid to long term, in terms of Helios waves, we do have a 1-2 setup, I really have a hard time believing that we are not going to participate in that alt season. I don't really think that is the case. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ICP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything but. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.